Live stream coverage of the Aon Federation Cup is proudly brought to you by Aon and Vantage Windows and Doors.
Are we underway?
All right, welcome. We'll join you here as we are just under 10 minutes in to the Aon Federation Cup final between Iona and Napier Girls High School. So much so far. It's been a reasonably strong start by Iona. Most of the play has been camped in the Napier Girls High School half. And that's what you'd expect on the form of these teams throughout the week?
Yep. Iona had a pretty strong run to the final. A lot of goals scored throughout the week. Going through undefeated. And yes, of course, they are the favourites for this game. But it is a local derby.
There's a chance for Iona here, and it's been well defended by Napier Girls. Good strong turn in the middle there by Arabella Shield, the Iona captain. Yeah, good press and well won. This is Denby Rose Tate bringing the ball to the circle and a shot. It's well saved. Good save by Emily Boyle. And the goal there as Napier try and break away. So Napier ball. And Iona going for the jugular here, really putting some pressure on Napier Girls as they try an outlet. And here's Shield again. Good pass away to the very dangerous Olivia Shannon. Top goal scorer, I believe, at the tournament so far. So Iona have taken out the honours in the other couple of games they've played Napier during this season. Napier will be desperately hoping that they can reverse that here in the Aon Federation Cup final. On the balance of the first 10 minutes, that's not looking as likely. Napier try and work the ball out of their left-hand pocket.
Of course, in the last game, Lincoln, we saw two Christchurch schools go head-to-head. For a first time, we have two Hawke's Bay teams going head-to-head in the final here. Something that really does stand out is just the styles of hockey that the different regions play.
Yeah, it is interesting, isn't it? It's interesting. There was definitely not 5 yards there, and strongly blown there by Alex Etherington, the umpire. As Napier prevent Iona from breaking forward here, and maybe get a little sniff of an opportunity themselves here, but that will beat everybody over the sideline. And then Shannon, it's a strong ball into the middle. It's Iona. Yep. Good passing play here by Iona, and that's a genuine slip over there. Oh, the old banana peel on the turf, and we've got
very lucky not to be a green card, I would have thought there.
It's the second time we've had it in the 5 infringement, although the other one was from the other team. So Napier hold on there, and they will restart the ball just on their own quarter line here. And again, Iona looking to employ that very aggressive press, being led by the centre forward there, Bella Gregg. really not giving Napier an opportunity to breathe at all here. And this is where Napier are dangerous though. This is where they can catch you. A bit of play, but it's ended up over the sideline. Jess Moffat just trying to wrestle the ball off Denby Rose Tate.
And we talk about the different styles of hockey. There's also less hockey players in the smaller regions. So you see the Hawke's Bay sides here, probably not so many hockey players at some of these schools, and you just see less rotations made. As saw in the previous game, the Christchurch schools rolling pretty frequent subs.
Second time in a row, the overhead pass.
It's a good turnover.
Coming from Lexi Heafy, but Napier girls win it, but then lose it again. Yeah, Iona, a very small player roster. There's a chance for Iona now in the circle. It's scrambled. Oh, great save on the line. Well, those are the moments you need to keep you in a match. And, that was a good opportunity. And it was initially the shot repelled by Emily Boyle. But it's Molly Frame for Napier girls there. Yep, earning herself at least a pat on the back for that one. A very good save on the line. Iona free at its side. It's Arabelle Shield rolling the ball back. Good tackle. She likes to spend her time on the ground. The Napier girls right winger there, just again hitting the deck. Good little bit of skill on the baseline, but a good tackle. And it will go out for a long corner. Yeah, Iona, it's rumoured that Iona's entire school roll is actually in the team. So they really don't have the numbers there. So it's a remarkable achievement by Iona to be here at this stage of the tournament. Jamie McTaggart rolls it back into Denby Rose Tate. Tough dealing with a double-barreled first name. Double-barreled surname's one thing.
Big swing, no ding, as you would say, Lincoln.
Big swing, no ding. Good pressure from Napier girls there. Napier girls captain Riley Knapp. Good pass forward there. Finds Zoe Grupp. Good skills from Hannah Cotter. Elusive. Nice bit of roll. Can she keep it in? She can't. It just ends up over the end line. And Iona will get the chance to restart here. Napier girls a chance to apply a bit of pressure of their own. Grace Nancaro slides the ball left, and but Iona able to get the ball back up towards the halfway line here. It does have to be said that this pace is being played at a very intensively slow pace.
We are seeing some different tactics. We just saw the drag out style 16-yard hit to play the ball. It was effective though.
It worked well. As you mentioned, Mitch, maybe the sort of slightly lower amount of player rotation might take its toll a little bit with these teams, and that may affect the pace of the game. So it may suit both of them. The pace of this game is played a little bit slower. Iona again applying high press, overhead only as far as Arabelle Shield, but she'll be dispossessed on the left-hand touchline. Good hustle from Iona. Winning the ball back, and Lexi Heafy. And good skills by Shield. It's a good turn. Yeah. And that's read by one of the Cotter sisters, Caitlin Cotter. A taller version of this one, Hannah Cotter. Good steal from her. Good back tackling from Olivia Shannon, showing her worth as a defender as well as a forward and physical tackle, but it's all okay with me, says Caitlin Murray, the umpire at that end, and Shannon fires a pass only as far as Lily Verhoeven. A lot of players around the ball there. A little bit like a primary game of hockey there for a moment. And Napier get it into the circle, but it's easily dealt with by Whangarei. Well, a rare foray into the attacking area here for Napier girls. On here they come in the circle. There's a stick on the ground. There's a chance, and it's deflected over the goal. So, see Caitlin Murray, well, maybe she's played advantage, I guess, but the old phantom stick not connected to a hand, doing a bit of tackling in the circle there.
Rare opportunity for Napier to be up here, but made the most of it.
There's Nap. Caitlin Cotter. Caitlin Murray adjudicating that needs to be moved to the correct place for the free hit to be taken. And here comes Nap. Ball goes over the baseline, so it'll be Iona to restart this one. So Mitch, you feel like the longer that Napier can just kind of keep proceedings level here, the more that might play into their hands. Iona will be feeling the pressure to make things happen out here, I would have thought.
Yep, I'd agree with that comment, Lincoln.
So joining us in the commentary box today is Commonwealth gold medalist Maddie Dorr. Maddie Dorr, you've obviously yourself a winner of this prestigious tournament last year with St Cuthbert's. As we see a ball drilled into the Napier girls' circle and deflected out for a long corner. What do you think some of these players will be going through playing in this final? For all of these girls, it's their first time in the final.
Obviously the final for Fed Cup, it's such an important game for a lot of these girls, especially the girls who are in year 13. So I loved my time at Fed Cup. I had so much fun for the few years that I was in it. And yeah, it means so much to be playing in the final, so I'm sure they'll be giving it everything to try and take the cup home.
Yep, certainly we'll see a lot of it on the line as, Caitlin Crotter tries to take it quickly, but it's just straight to the Iona. And straight into the Iona press, and here's a chance. This is where Shannon is dangerous, and she's got it! Well, that's why she's the top goal scorer of the tournament. Well, actually, was it not? May have falsely credited that goal to Olivia Shannon. Let's have a look here. Yep, it's actually Bella Gregg who scored that. And she's done a very good job there, latching onto that loose ball and it's protected and spun and got a good shot away. And you don't always have to smash the ball into the goal. That's what she showed there. Good bit of composure, just pushed it firmly. Caitlin Crotter be keen to make up for that little turnover. Just felt maybe that wasn't necessary. Rushed the free hit and hit it straight into the Iona press. And here's a chance for Napier on the break. This is where they're dangerous. Oh, pass just goes a little bit further. Hannah Crotter just held her lead a little bit there, a little bit like she was trying not to get offside in a game of football. Of course, no offside rule applying in hockey, except on a hit-off. Sometimes it doesn't seem to even apply then. As Iona crunched the ball through the Napier girls' press. All the way down to the far end. Oh, it's been touched actually. It's been touched by a Napier player, so that'll be Iona ball for a long corner. Inside the last 10 minutes of the first half, so first blood going to Iona. A very cool and calm bit of play in the circle by Bella Gregg to slot home and open the scoring here for Iona.
Big day of hockey, big week of hockey being had here in Whangarei Link, and that doesn't stop tomorrow with the Northland women's team playing host to the North Harbour Hawks in the round 1 of the National Hockey League.
Yeah, big week of hockey in the mighty North up here, and yeah, we've seen some good stuff over the week. Teams plying their trade at the Fed Cup and Marie Fry trophies respectively. Marie Fry final, I think, has already been completed on the other field. We'll try and get a result from the All North Harbour clash over there. Orewa versus Orewa College in their first year at this tournament, fighting it out against Westlake Girls High School.
Orewa College 3-1 was the official result there, I think, Lincoln.
Orewa College 3-1, so that'll please the coach, Harley Chopper. Napier able to win possession just outside the circle. Here's Caitlin Crotter again looking for a quick pass forward. A little bit of a tactic there for Napier. I think they might feel they can catch Iona out there. Unfortunately, it cost them the first goal of this match. As Sophie Campbell is tackled and the ball sails down to the far end of the field. Restart to come for Iona.
Speaking of winning coaches, Lincoln, Maddie Dorr here is the bronze medal coach, leading the Columbia girls team as a very last minute appointment. Maddie, how was your week with the girls?
Yeah, no, I had a really good week coaching the Columbia girls. They're a fun bunch, and yeah, did well to come away with the third in the Marie Fry trophy.
As we see Napier just have a little chance getting in the attacking circle. They're well played by them. It's a nice bit of enterprising hockey from Napier. It's the sort of stuff we'll need to see more of if they're to get themselves back into this match. Chance to crash it in. Here it is into the circle, but it has to be said, Iona's defence holds fast. Is Ruby Roberts. Can't connect. Iona ball on the sideline. So a lot of accolades. It's an accolade fest here for Maddie Dorr, of course, coming away with a gold medal from the Commonwealth Games. I'm sure that was a reasonably enjoyable experience, Maddie.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my highlights for this year. It was cool to get the win over there with the girls.
Yep, well, top level hockey, you get the highs and the lows, so it's good to get some good moments. So we're getting towards the last 5 minutes of this half. And Napier have a free hit in here in the middle of the field. Molly Frame, who saved a ball on the goal line early in the match. Nice roll there from Caitlin Cotter. And Alex Etherington asking for the free hit to be brought back to the spot. Nice pass, Hannah Cotter. She loses out, and here's a chance for Iona to break down the field. And wins a free hit down in that area. Well, a few girls starting to look a little bit tired out there, which you can understand. 7th game in 6 days. And 25 minutes into a final. So Iona with a free hit up in the second quarter. And yeah, good decision. Well refereed there. Tackle was made before the stick was swung. And so therefore, Napier girls coming out with the ball. Iona again with that press. So, a good win here. Denby Rose Tate fires it across. Here's Olivia Shannon. He's tackled well by her numbers' sake. It's coming to the middle, and no, that won't do, says Alexandra Etherington. Napier girls ball. And it's the captain, Riley Knapp, trying to get the ball out. Mitch, you really get the sense here that Napier are struggling to get the ball out of their end of the field.
Yep. The way this game's going, the team that can get the ball up the other end of the field, they tend to keep it there for a long period of time. And Napier have to find a way to get it out and create a bit more opportunity, because it could be a long second half if they continue to do this.
Yep, certainly the game of the press at the moment, isn't it? Both teams just sort of pressing each other out of the match when they get the chance to. Vita Maria we saw in that third-fourth playoff actually demonstrating a really good ability to hold the ball at the back and not have themselves pressured. But neither of these teams having much success with that so far. As Napier try and drill it forward, but this is Iona on the break. Good couple of passes, and they quickly go from defence to attack. Into the attacking 25. It's a good play by Iona, working the circle on that. Geez, old Sophie James there for Napier girls. I think she needs to go to the shoe shop after this match, or even at half time. She's spent a good deal of the game on the floor.
Yeah, well, there hasn't been too many subs rolled in this game, Link, so there's a girl on the bench there with the same size foot.
Yep, that's a good call.
It's a possibility.
I mean, even if the shoes were slightly too big, I think it would be better. And Napier try and get out of this press from Iona, and again Iona coming up with the ball. And here's a chance. It's Greg again, and Greg, oh, good goalkeeping, but it's still there for Iona. And it's a penalty corner. Oh, jeez, that was a good opportunity. Bella Gregg will probably just feel like maybe she could have done better with that. It was a very good piece of goalkeeping from Emily Boyle to get out and smother. Could well have been 2-0. How do Iona fare in the penalty corner stakes, Mitch?
I think it's fair to say, Lincoln, that if you've got the top goal scorer at the top of the bracket, you would be silly not to go there, and that would be my pick here. I'm either going to go a straight hit from Olivia, or maybe she'll just look to eliminate and then have a shot.
Key moment in the match this. Napier girls will need to hold this out. You have to feel. She's gone for a back stick shot, and she scores! Well, wow. Full credit. It's a high risk option, putting the ball on the back stick on a penalty corner. Something Simon Child has the confidence to do, but Olivia Shannon showing that she can do it too, and takes a little deflection on the way through. And 2-0 Iona. Jeepers. Oh, it'll take something of a major fight back here from Napier. You have to feel all the momentum. It's been going Iona's way in the first half. It's a big hill to climb here for Napier Girls High School. Only 5 seconds away from the halftime hooter of the Aon Federation Cup final, as someone attempts to give the ball a high five on the sideline. (2-0) Iona lead Napier Girls High School at the Aon Federation Cup final. Brought to you proudly by Aon, Vantage Windows and Whangarei ITM. Mitch Hayde, fair reflection of the first half?
Yeah, definitely a fair reflection, I think, Link. As we've mentioned a couple of times, Napier girls struggling to get out of their own half, and Iona had a few chances and been clinically taken both times. So.
We'll be joining you soon for second half action of the Aon Federation Cup final.
live stream coverage of the Aon Federation Cup is proudly brought to you by Aon and Vantage Windows and Doors.
Well, welcome back here to the final of the Aon Federation Cup, where Iona have a very healthy 2-0 lead over Napier Girls High School. And Machade, well, one thing we know for sure, history is going to be made today. It's the first time the trophy is going to head to the Hawke's Bay. And at the moment, you'd have to say, it's looking pretty likely that that'll be to Havelock North, where Iona is situated.
Yep, Iona been very strong through the first half era, in fact through the whole tournament link. And Napier are really going to have to turn things around here if they're wanting to make this game exciting.
Yep, and this is a big chance for Iona to make history, and you know, and with the very tiny size of their school, you would have to say this could be a moment in time opportunity for them to win the Federation Cup over some of the heavily favoured bigger schools in the country. And here they come. Good start to the second half with Shannon trying to fire a ball forward, but it ends up over the baseline. Napier Girls to restart things. What do you think Napier Girls will be looking to try and do in this half here, Mitch?
I think Napier first and foremost need to try to get out of their half here, but Iona are going to continue to press. It was very successful for them in the first half. Napier, we might see a little bit more of the crash ball. She unfortunately topped it there, but they have to get the ball into their own half of the field if they want to score a goal.
Yeah, I have to say that was a interpretation of the 5-yard rule there. The Federation Cup competed for only since 1992, so actually hasn't had a very long and illustrious history as a tournament. Here's Caitlin Cotter looking for an opportunity to try and get Napier Girls back into this game, but jeepers, that Iona defence is strong and tough. There's Hannah Cotter. It's a good tackle, very, very well-timed tackle there. Difficult when players put the ball in the air like that, and Grace Nankara does a good job of winning it off her. So Maddie Dorr, you've just come off a bronze medal with the Columbia girls team. What would you be saying to your team to try and turn around this first half, where Napier really have been struggling to get themselves into this match?
If I was Napier Girls, I'd just be really focusing on holding the ball and keeping possession of the ball, especially when it's within their half. They've had it back down the back there for quite a while now, and they keep turning it over. So I reckon that would be my main focus if I was Napier girls at this point in time.
You've called that quite well. Just as you were talking, they just hit the ball straight back to Iona. We'll see what they do on this one. Iona do the same and smash it into the backboard, but of course from way downtown, so that will not be a goal. Nowhere near a touch in the circle there. There's the Napier captain, Riley Knapp. She looks to try and find a pass through, but it's been comfortably picked off by Demby Rose Tate. And here she is, passing it, but Olivia Kirkpatrick unable to receive that one inside the circle, and here comes that aggressive press again, and Caitlin Crotter, she's able to roll. She's looking for her sister. But well intercepted by Nika Hansen. Here comes Hannah Cotter again. Here she goes. Oh, good chance here. And she's won a free hit just outside the circle. Takes it quickly. But again, jeepers. Iona's tackling coach should be happy with his performance. Sophie James manages to stay on her feet this time and gets the ball forward to Caitlin Crotter. Goes out for a long corner, so Napier girls, another chance from this part of the field. Ball looked to maybe go straight into the circle, but same result anyway. 60-yard free hit. Of course, the ball from that area needing to move 5 metres before it can be played into the circle. Otherwise, it is a free hit out to the defensive side. So Iona take a few moments to kill a few seconds on the clock. So we get sort of passing, but Napier, here's a chance. Comes back to Hannah Cotter. Now it's Caitlin Cotter, puts the ball in, but only as far as Arabelle Shield. A little bit of sustained pressure here for Napier. Oh, big tackle. And it is a free hit awarded to Iona. And Iona try and go round Napier this time, but maybe it is better to sometimes smash it up the middle because that one just goes over the sideline. Molly Frame tries to find a pass infield. Can't do so. Napier again winning the ball. And it's gone behind Olivia Shannon and then gone back to her. I thought there might have been a foot, but umpire says no. Here's a chance, and it's served it off. And for the second time in the match, Napier save one on their line. I mean, she did everything right there. Really well played by Shannon, and gee, that's some good defending. Good defending this time from Grace Romberg from Napier girls. And that didn't go 5, and so Napier girls, well, they take a few deep breaths and they stay in the match. You'd have to feel if that one had gone in at 3-0. If the fat lady wasn't singing, she was certainly warming up the vocal cords.
The intensity of the game just started to lift a little bit, Link. Started to speed up a little bit as Napier start to chase the game.
I was going to say, do you think that's something that Napier going to certainly be looking to do here? Oh, and here's trouble. Here's trouble. Shannon again. This time goes round and slips it in. Simple as you like. And a fantastically well taken goal by Olivia Shannon, and Iona just absolutely, oh, they punched Napier girls in the guts there on the break. And
You talked about the fat lady singing, and
oh yeah, I've seen it. She's in the car park and she's getting ready because you're very hard pressed to see now. Although having said that, Napier have just worked themselves into the circle and won a corner, so you have to feel they've got to strike back here. Otherwise, the Aon Federation Cup will be in Iona's trophy cabinet on Monday morning. That was a fantastically well-taken goal, wasn't it, Mitch, by Shannon? Her second of the day, showing why she is the top goal scorer and will be taking home the golden stick, which doesn't actually exist, but if it did, that's what it would be called from this tournament. Napier girls, they need to strike here. Comes to Cotter. Puts it into the middle. Chance comes back to her. Oh, a free hit there. And again, Iona's defence holds strong. Shield looks to take it quickly. Throws a, in the end, quite a good pass straight through the retreating Napier girls' press. Here's another chance for Iona, but it's well sussed out again by Ronberg. Oh. Well, Matty Dorr, that can be the risk, can't it, when you try and chase the game, start to push players forward, and then the old sucker punch with a counter-attack comes to bite you in the butt.
Yeah. Obviously, it's like a tactical move from Napier to try and put their players forward to try and get a couple of goals back to just keep them in this competition.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, just not quite. But I guess no risk, no gain. And so it is all for Napier girls to do now. They are 3-0 behind here to Iona. And now their worst enemy is the clock, which is just showing under 21 minutes to go. A lot of these girls, of course, be very familiar with each other. Two Hawke's Bay schools and a number of players representing the Central Under-18 team, which was actually the Under-18 champions at the regional national tournament this year. So in some respects, not surprising to see a Hawke's Bay presence in the final of this tournament. There's Napier. It's a shame for Napier that you don't get points for hitting the ball over the end line, because if you did, they'd be doing a bit better.
Yep. A fair bit of force back played at lunchtime
quite a lot today.
Girls.
What are you thinking here if you're Napier, Mitch Haid?
A couple of things go through your mind, I think, as the coach. When you're 3-0 down, do you risk taking your goalkeeper off to try and chase the game, or do you just try and read it? Maybe you haven't quite had enough field territory to do that, and you run the risk of the scoreboard possibly blowing out even more than it has.
Yeah, that's true, but I suppose you've got nothing really to lose. You've still got a silver medal here regardless.
So see the baseline there. Some of the North Harbour Hawks are in the ground watching.
Oh, they've North Harbour Hawks come up the day early for their match tomorrow against the North of the Mormon. That promises to be a cracking game. Both sides are pretty handy. I believe Matty Dorr is available for that match. Northern girls very excited, Matty, about getting their NHL campaign underway. So that overhead goes as far as Sophie James. Just a little bit of trouble here with the live stream. Sort of Whangarei only got the internet recently, and there is a few problems getting a connection through. So there's a lot of cell phone usage, of course, at the ground at the moment as well, with a lot of teams watching the game. So occasionally, if we're experiencing a few difficulties with our feed, we apologise. Hopefully we'll have that up and running again soon. There's Napier girls to try and press this one in the corner. Caitlin Crotter. You have to feel like she's one player that holds a real key here for Napier if they to have any chance of getting back into this match. And that chance could be taken away from them here as Iona. Another good run forward, but Napier defend with numbers and defend well. It's the captain, Riley Knapp, playing the ball forward. Arabelle Shield. Iona take a few moments through passes. Good tackle. And good tackle and wins the ball. Wins a free hit here. Looks to take it quick. We've seen a little bit too much of that today, though. Straight to Iona. Good bit of skill from Lexi Heafy. You said it before, Mitch, you just feel like Napier just need to try and string some passes together, because at the moment they just hit the ball out or straight to Iona way too often.
Yep, they just need to look to try and stretch the field a little bit. A lot of players coming back towards the ball. Tends to happen when you are under a little bit of pressure or the opposition's pressing nice and high. They just need to try and take those defenders away, create some space for themselves.
Yeah, true. In a sense, they press themselves in as Napier do get the ball up near halfway with Caitlin Crotter firing a pass forward, but again, the pass cannot connect, and Iona will just continue to chew up more time. 16.5 minutes remaining. The Aon Federation Cup, brought to you by Aon Vantage Windows, Whangarei ITM, proud sponsors of the tournament. And nice bit of play down the left-hand touchline by Iona. Well, they've lost the ball here. Here's a little sniff for Napier girls as they enter the circle with Hannah Crotter. She eliminates. She looks to try and get a shot away. She won't. Iona just squeezing Napier out there. Napier have had trouble getting shots away in that circle, haven't they, Mitch?
Yeah, the Iona defenders have made it difficult for Napier, stepping up. They've obviously talked about shutting the two Cotter sisters down, two key players for Napier who have struggled to be allowed time on the ball. Napier, on the flip side, really do need to look to try and contain Liv Shannon here.
Yeah, they just start to look more and more dangerous on the break, Iona. And as the game wears on, you can't help but think there's going to be a few opportunities here as we nearly see one picked off. Just a whisker between that ball being intercepted and a one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Here come Napier, and they've got Hannah Crotter on the ball here in the attacking 25. Free hit to Napier to try and get it going quickly. Good skill. Good
Very
skill
nice
from the Iona number 9 here. Very well done by Harriet Lynch there from Iona. Here's Shannon now running forward with the ball. Chance. It's dealt with well by the Napier keeper, Anna Powell. So Napier have subbed their goalkeeper here for the second half. Started with Emily Boyle and now with Anna Powell in the cage.
See the Napier coach, the yellow bib in his hand on the other side there, which means
looking poised to save the goalkeeper off. A good run on the baseline, and here could be a chance. Oh, Napier, they squeeze it out, but it comes back into the mix, but it's too high, and it's deemed dangerous, and fair enough too. Kayla Murray having none of that, and it's a restart here for Napier, and they, well, hit the ball forward, but only into the waiting Iona press. It's almost like a training drill exercise, this press for Iona. They just keep getting the ball hit straight to them. Oh, it's a key touch. So
certainly is Lincoln, although I'm not too sure what they're training for. The rumour has it, have a lot of Year 12 and 13 students at the college. and there is a lack of hockey players. So if there's any Iona students listening to this feed and you'd like to try the sport of hockey, 2019 is your opportunity.
Yep. And as a first-time player, you may be playing for the defending champions at the Federation Cup. And as time ticks on, it looks more and more that way. Napier with a mountain to climb here if they want to get back into this match. It's a good tackle. And here's a chance for Napier. It's a 2-on-2. They've got half the field to play, and a great. Oh, it's just a little bit too far for Hannah Crotter. And Gabriella Luscombe, the goalkeeper for Iona, does well to come out and just, in case that did get to her, smother that. She's had a very quiet day, the Iona goalkeeper. In fact, I don't think she's even had a touch in this match yet. And this is Brianna Tate for Iona. Wrestling with Grace Ronberg. Little block out. Apologies for the little technical glitch we're having there. It's Napier girls. Shannon putting good pressure on.
She's been absolutely everywhere today, Olivia Shannon.
Lottie Mice able to win a free hit. We've got a little head clash here. A little knock to the head, but she's okay. Let's play on. Here's Caitlin Crotter on the ball, looking to dummies to crash it in and show some good skill. Ball goes across. It's come off a foot from Iona. Napier to have another hit just out the side of the circle. This is where Iona's defence has been very resolute in these areas. It's been very hard for Napier to find much of an opportunity. So Crotter rolls. Good bit of shape from her, a good ball. And there's the first touch of the game for Brianna Luscombe. Just deciding to take no risks there. That was play from outside the circle. She could have let it go. Maybe she just wanted a touch. Here is Crotter again, looking to try and get the ball in, but is unable to do so, and Iona break again. Cleaned up for Napier by Lottie Mice, or Lottie Mace. It's probably not Mice.
And with the round one of NHL tomorrow, Link, there's a few girls out on this turf that will be donning the central strip tomorrow. One would think they will be fairly fatigued.
Yeah, it'll be a hard day for Central tomorrow because I think there's a few girls playing in this match that are going to be fronting up from tomorrow, and they will be quite fatigued. I'm sure the Central coaching staff is aware of that. It's a good tackle. And here's one of them now, Central NHL player. Caitlin Cotter. Oh, and here's her sister, Hannah Cotter. Here's a chance. And she's beaten the keeper, sort of. That was Napier's best chance of the game. The two Cotter sisters combining. And Hannah Cotter, she held her nerve initially, beat the keeper, but then pulled the ball back into where she was. So Gabriella Luscombe's able to make a good recovery and prevent the shot from going into the goal. So, Maddie, is there any, with Northland playing tomorrow, has there been some Northland girls playing in the tournament this week as well?
Yeah, we had two girls from our NHL team playing in Fed Cup. We had one, Tiana Curry, playing for St. Cuss, and we had Olivia Crum playing for Whangarei Girls High.
Nice, so you'll be taking it easy on them tomorrow, I'm sure, trying to make sure you rest their legs a little bit.
Yeah, I think it'll be important for them to get some recovery in, especially after the long week they've had. Both of the girls have both played very well throughout the week, so no, it'll be important for them to rest, but also exciting for them to get into the NHL campaign.
Yeah, obviously for those girls, they've had a week off school this week, and then they will have a week back at school this week between the opening round and the start of the league, as we see Caitlin Murray go to the pocket for the first time today, and it's a green card for Harriet Lynch from Iona College, so Iona Collegiate rather. Yeah, it's good to see. It's good to see a few of the girls from some of the teams getting to cut their teeth in NHL. Not so good, probably, as I was about to say, for their studies, because it'll be 2 weeks off school out of 3 for a lot of these girls playing in the NHL finals in Wellington. Oh, and that's another good chance for Napier. Flashes past the goal. Hannah Jones on the far post. They're just unable to get the final touch. 7 minutes to play. Iona 3-0 ahead. And we're now really starting to talk miracles for Napier to find their way back. And even if you score at a pretty quick rate, it's hard to score 3 goals in 7 minutes.
Yeah. We need a little bit of Germany Black Sticks style at the Rio Olympics.
The less best about that, the less said about that, the better. But yes, you're true. That's true. Although one thing that helps in those situations is the old stop clock on goals and corners. That can make the last few minutes go a lot longer than it will here. 6 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. A little bit easier to kill time on the clock when it doesn't stop, as Shannon just weaves her way down the baseline. And a good block in the end from Anna Powell. Napier again needing to use their last line of defence as they try and catch Iona on the counter. So Napier coach Rob Jones had the bib in his hand, but no longer there, so maybe we aren't going to see the keeper subbed. 5 minutes 40 to go. If it was going to happen, you'd think it'd be about now, wouldn't you, Mitch?
Yep, he's had that bib in his hand for about 20 minutes, so maybe it's just a nerve thing. Just hold the bib.
So just obviously playing in that Commonwealth Games final, Maddie, Australia took their goalkeeper off near the end of the match. What sort of instructions does your team get if that happens, in terms of how does it change things for the team that has got it now one less field player essentially?
I guess we just try and hold the ball and try and work it up to our attacking circle, because obviously Australia will put an extra striker on, so it means that our defence is often overloaded. So I think our team just tries to hold the ball as much as we can and get it towards our attacking circle.
Well, it worked pretty well, didn't it? Because you held them out. They did score 1 goal, didn't they? But you scored 1 yourself and ended up winning 4-1, so there was no worries there. Here's a chance now, and this is for the match, and it is over. Olivia Shannon banks a hat-trick in the final, capping off a great week of hockey for her, and excellent execution of a 2-on-1 here, and Shannon just puts it on that reverse stick, and she says, thank you very much. 4-0, and that is all she wrote. There is, the fat lady is singing. Absolutely no hope for Napier now with 4 minutes remaining on the clock. So this is one of those horrible situations where they have to keep running around for 4 minutes knowing that there is no chance whatsoever of them wrestling the game back. Iona, on the other hand, get to enjoy playing 4 minutes of hockey knowing that the Federation Cup is in their hands.
Pretty good place to be. Olivia Shannon now playing fullback. She can overhead as well. She can do it all.
That's true. You can sort of just do what you want, can't you, when you're in this situation? As Iona have a little bit of a go to try and get a fifth. Hard lines for Napier. They've fought hard all week, and yesterday they pushed or came back from a goal down against Villa Maria to equalise and then win in sudden death. Really proving their character in that match, but it was always going to be tough for them. how much work they've had to put in this week against an Iona side, which has shown that they can certainly score goals. And on the balance of the week, you would have to say a deserved result this for Iona, but here's a late chance for consolation. Caitlin Crotter gets away into the circle, but again, I mean, Iona, whilst we can sing the praises of their ability to finish, they have also done a very good job in that defensive circle, haven't they, Mitch?
Yep, they've done very well to shut the key players from Napier out. They're very rugged in their defence, and always important in the final, or any match in fact. Keep the goal score to 0. As Shannon goes again.
Good pass. And Napier girls will try and come out, but they'll only get as far as Lexi Heafy. And that shot from her will just graze the left-hand post. Napier try and get it going quickly, trying desperately. To their credit, still fighting till the bitter end here. Rose Denby-Tate looks for a pass into the circle. It's deflected out by Napier girls. Oh no, it's a free hit on the edge, no. Or that could be perhaps a deliberate bit of time wasting by Iona there, pretending to take the free hit at the top of the circle. And here it is again with Shannon. And she's earned her side a penalty corner. And they will take every living moment possible to wait to drag this out. Chew the clock up.
It's not a golden stick, Lincoln. I think one should be made. Surely it's not possible to score this many goals in a tournament and not get a prize.
It is true. I mean, even nice. I mean, a hat-trick in the final is always a special thing. And she certainly proved her quality this week, Olivia Shannon. And here she will be again, I assume, on the top of the bracket. And little bit of combining, 1-2, and there it is in, and I mean, it's only another heroic piece of defending by Napier girls. The Napier girls captain that time, Riley Knapp, that denies that goal. Jeepers, she just threw herself at Shannon trying to stop that from going in. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. It is going to be Iona taking home the Federation Cup for the first time in their history, and the first time the Federation Cup has gone to the Hawke's Bay. And Shannon will just wind down the clock with a bit of dribbling skill on the sideline. Free hit to Iona as we see time just trickling down on the clock here. The crowd counting it in. And there might still be some time because, no, there isn't. The umpires have said that'll be all it is. And there are your 2018 Federation Cup champions, Iona. And yes, they look happy. Well, Mitch, always a tough job there for Napier girls. You'd have to feel like that was a well-deserved result for Iona.
Yep, it's been a fantastic week for Iona College. They've been the dominant force all week, scoring plenty of goals. And again, today in the final, they proved that they're the best team here. Hard-fought battle, though, from Napier. Obviously a fierce opponent of theirs from the same region, but just weren't good enough on the day.
Yeah, you have to say Napier, tough for them, but they can be very proud of their achievements this week. Second is by no means an easy feat in this tournament. Some very quality sides around, and they've done very well to earn their way into today's final. So the Aon Federation Cup decided conclusively in the final. Iona running out 4-0 against Napier Girls High School. Proud sponsors of the tournament, Aon, Vantage Windows and Whangarei ITM. And Maddie Dorr, you knew this feeling exactly 1 year ago today.
Yeah, I've experienced both these feelings. Obviously it's a tough one for Napier girls. They gave it everything, and obviously they'll be pretty gutted with the result, but congrats to Iona, they gave it everything. Liv Shannon with a hat-trick, that's pretty impressive in a final, so no, well deserved for Iona.
Yep, dare I say, a bit like yourself, Matty, seeing a black stick playing in the Federation Cup final last year. We could have seen another black stick out there today applying her traits. Certainly has the goods, that girl, to go all the way. As do a number of players, this match has to be said. It's a good thing for Hawke's Bay and Central Hockey, certainly showing they've got a lot of talent to burn down in those regions. So who knows, maybe we'll see a strong showing from Central in this year's NHL.
Yep, and Mark Hager was seen down on the baseline having a wee look, and I'm sure he would have liked what he saw there. Loves a goal scorer, Mark, and Olivia Shannon certainly proved that today and throughout the week. But it has to be said, you can't win a Fed Cup by yourself, and the whole team from Iona has worked well as a unit this week and thoroughly deserved their win.
And you see, obviously, a really healthy relationship between these two teams. A lot of hugging. It almost looks like a dance out there as they all wrap their arms around each other, which is nice to see after such a hard-fought match. No love lost between the two teams, and Iona being very warmly congratulated by their finalist opponents. Just getting ready for the presentations here of the Federation Cup. Yep, Iona certainly a very solid team effort, and whilst, the icing on the cake coming from a few of their forwards, as we mentioned earlier, their defence was very solid today and did a very good job of shutting down what is a very good attacking team. And it's all bubbles in the air here. Should we make some? And a nice moment there as Iona provide an archway for Napier girls to run off. Well, a good day of hockey, beautiful sunny scenes here in Whangarei, the winterless north, and Iona proudly champions of New Zealand secondary school girls hockey this year, taking out the Aon Federation Cup. Very special thanks to all of us here in the commentary box. Expert comments from Blackstick Matty Dorr, Mitch Haid and Lincoln Churchill.
Alright, I think we're just about there. Welcome everyone to the prize giving of the 2018 Aon Federation Cup. It's been a fantastic tournament. Thank you to all the teams for a week of high standard hockey and a tournament played in a great atmosphere. A big thank you goes out to Grant, Gail and the team at Hockey Northland for hosting a superb tournament. The endless hours you have spent ensuring the teams can enjoy their week is much appreciated. Thank you to all the umpires and officials for their outstanding work this week, including the umpires managers Colin French and Bruce Brownsey. I'd also just like to call on Paul Scorange from Hockey New Zealand just to present Wendy Michelson, the tournament director, with a bunch of flowers for all her hard work this week. Thank you, Wendy. We would like to acknowledge the officials allocated to the bronze medal match that was played earlier in the day. The on-field umpires, Rosanna Porter and Olivia Hunt. Well done. Also the reserve umpire, Nikki Smith, the judges, Nikki Smith and Richard Shorter, and the match director, Tony Hartnell. Another special mention to the officials allocated to the final. So the on-field umpires, Lexi Etherington and Kayla Murray. Please go to Bruce, who will present you with a certificate and a whistle for your allocation to this final. Well done. Awesome. Also, thank you just to the reserve umpire, Rosanna Porter, the judges, Amy Dustin and Richard Shorter, and the match director for the final, Tony Hartnell. Well done. Just a warm welcome to Debbie Pigou from Aon New Zealand, who's the proud naming rights sponsor of the Aon Federation Cup. Thank you for coming out. Also, a massive thank you to all the most valuable players within each team. Your certificates will be sent to the schools. We appreciate the amazing effort you've put in this week, and I'd like to acknowledge your achievements. So thank you for you as well. We will do all the medal presentations together. So just for the bronze medals will be presented by Grant McLeod to Christchurch Girls High School. Well done. The silver medals will be presented by Wendy Michelson to Napier Girls High School. And the gold medals will be presented by Debbie Pigou to Iona College. Well done. Well done. I'd like to invite the captain of the silver medalists up just for a few words.
Just on behalf of the girls, would like to say a huge thanks to you girls. We play you quite a lot back at home, and we kind of thought we'd make it a bit closer, but you girls have had an awesome season and you played outstanding out there, so congrats to you guys. I'd just like to say a huge thanks to the tournament officials, the referees and the sponsors. Without you guys there would be no tournament, so thank you. A huge thanks to my team, our coaches Rob and Dom, our managers Conrad and Deb. You guys are amazing. All the work you do for us, we see it and we appreciate it, so thanks. And to you girls, you played amazing, and this week you've stepped up especially, and I'm so proud of you. And to be here playing these girls is just cool. So thank you so much, and can't wait to be back next year with all of you girls.
If I could call on the captain of the champions just to come and say a few words too, please.
Promise I won't cry. Just like Riley said, thank you very much to the sponsors, Iona, and to the tournament directors and all the officials that volunteered to come and umpire. We really appreciate it, and we obviously need you for the game, so thank you. Thank you, or congratulations to all the other girls and every single team that comes to this tournament every year. It is our favourite, and I think it only matters if you guys are here to play each other. And congratulations, Christchurch. It's awesome to see you guys up here grabbing that medal. You really put us through the challenges today, and I know you wanted it. Congratulations to Napier. It's been 5 years, and honestly, you guys have battled every single time, and this year's probably been my favourite. I'm going to miss you guys so much. Thank you. I'm so proud of you all, Ben. You might be our biggest rivals on the turf, but we're your #1 fans back home. And to David, thank you so much. 6 years I've known you, and every single time you've been outstanding organisation. And I know those beers at lunchtime, they help us with the confidence, but thank you. To Jono, 6 years again, every single Monday night, an hour in the gym. Oh, I appreciate it now. I might have hated it to those times. Hayley, first year here, I know Auckland, I miss you, but we just snapped you up, and thank you, and all the girls here are super appreciative of what you've done for us. To the new girls this year, you guys have created a legacy, and I know we've put Iona College on the map. Be super proud of yourselves. And to the ones that are leaving, I love you guys so much, and we've just made it the best facility ever, and I truly love seeing you guys every day. And I love you, and I'm going to miss you, and you're the reason that I play hockey, and I just love you. Thank you for making this a dream come true for all of us.
Well done for getting that all out. Well done, very well said. Now my pleasure to invite Debbie Pego forward to present the trophy to our 2018 Aon Federation Cup champions, Iona College. Well done. That concludes our 2018 Aon Federation Cup and the prize giving. I'd just like to thank everyone that's here, that stayed for the prize giving and the final. Travel safe, and we hope to see all these girls that have played this year in this tournament continue to play hockey in some form around the country. Thank you all again for coming to Northland. Travel safe.
Live stream coverage of the Aon Federation Cup is proudly brought to you by Aon and Vantage Windows and Doors.